Today, guess what our content is all about?
Yeah, right!
So, our content is all about consumer rights and responsibilities. Just stand by, relax while learning! Hello everyone, this is me, Khatie, Ryna at Pugosa.
And I am Trisha, Valerie, Aglinao.
I am Niña Janine, Guntiñas.
Rights to basic needs. As a consumer, you have the right to basic needs. This means that you have the right to have access to a basic and essential goods and services such as adequate food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, education, and sanitation. These goods and services should be available at affordable cost and should meet the specific needs of the different customers. Right to safety. The right to safety is one of the fundamental rights of consumers, and it is recognized globally. These rights is considered to protect consumers against production processes, and services that are hazardous to health of life. The right to safety is an important part of the consumer protection laws and policies. It's important for consumers to be aware of this right and to exercise it when necessary. After all, everyone deserves to feel safe and secure when purchasing and using products or services. Right to choose. The right to choose is another fundamental consumer right. It ensures that consumers have a variety of options from which to choose where to purchase goods or services. Consumers should not be manipulated into choosing a specific product or service. They should have the freedom to make their own choices. The right to choose is a key part of our consumer protection and is essential for a healthy and competitive marketplace. As a consumer, it is important to be aware of this right and to exercise it when making purchasing decisions. Right to be informed. The right to be informed is a crucial consumer right that ensures consumers can make educated decisions about the product and services that they purchase.
So what are the different consumer rights and responsibilities of consumers? No. First, it's the right to safety. The right to consumer education. The right to be heard. And most especially, the right to compensation against damage.
Consumers have the right to accurate and complete information about a product or service before making a purchase. This includes details about the price, quantity, ingredients, origin, and other relevant information. Information provided should be clear and understandable. It should not be hidden in fine print or presented in a misleading way. Right to be informed empowers consumers to make educated decisions and protects them from fraudulent or misleading practices. It's important for consumers to be aware of its right and to exercise it when necessary. Knowledge is power after all. Right to be heard. The right to be heard is an important consumer right that ensures consumers have a voice and can express their opinions, concerns, and feedbacks regarding products or services. Consumers have the right to make complaints and voice their grievances if they are dissatisfied with a product or service. They should have access to a fair and accessible complaints process to address their concerns. Consumers have the right to participate in decision-making processes that affects their interests as consumers. This can include being involved in development of policies, regulations, or standards related to consumer protections. The right to be heard ensures that the consumers are not only passive recipients of product and services, but active participants in shaping the marketplace. It promotes transparency, accountability, and responsiveness from businesses and organizations. So, speak up and let your voice be heard. Right to consumer education. The right to consumer education is an essential consumer right that emphasizes the importance of educating consumers about their rights and responsibilities. Consumers have the right to be aware of their rights and responsibilities as consumers. This includes understanding the laws and regulations that protect them, as well as knowing how to exercise their rights effectively. Consumers have the right to be educated about the products and services they are purchasing. Right to compensation against damage. The right to compensation against damage is an important consumer right that ensures consumers are protected and provided with the remedies when they suffer harm or damage as a result of a product or service. Consumers have the right to seek compensation from manufacturers, suppliers, or sellers if a product they purchase causes harm or damage due to the defects of inadequate safety measures. This includes both physical harm and damage to property. Rights to a clean environment. The right to clean environment is an emerging consumer that recognizes the right to a clean environment is an emerging consumer right that recognizes the importance of a healthy and sustainable environment for well-being of consumers. Consumers have the right to breathe clean air and have access to clean and safe drinking water. This includes protection against pollution and contaminants that can harm human health. Consumers have the right to live in an environment that is sustainable and promotes the conservation of natural resources. This includes the responsible use of resources waste management and the protection of biodiversity. Remember, being a smart consumer doesn't only benefit you, but it also helps build a fair and safe marketplace for everyone. So let's all strive to be informed and responsible consumers. Knowing our rights is just a half of the story. We also have responsibilities as consumers to ensure a fair and safe marketplace. This includes, number 1 is critical awareness. We should be more alert in questioning about the price and quality of goods and services we use. Number 2, action. We should assert ourselves to ensure that we get fair deal. Number 3, social responsibility. We should be aware of the impact of the consumption in other citizens, especially in regards to social environments and consequences. Number 4, environmental awareness. We should understand the environmental consequences of our consumption and recognize our individual and collective responsibility to conserve natural resources and to protect the earth for further generations. Every time we buy something, whether it's groceries, clothes, or even online shopping, we're participating in the consumer market. But do we really know our rights and responsibilities as a consumers?
Lights, camera, action. Take 1.
Good morning, Ma.
Morning.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So what are your thoughts or opinions about the concept or the saying customer is always right?
Customer is always right. Actually, di ko mo ano? Na customer is always right kay face-to-face basis mo na ana na. Lahi biyag batasan ang mga tao no sa kalibutan. So magdepende na kung giun sa pag-approach sa customer o giun sa pag-approach sa tindera. So inana di gid magi sakto pero no. So di gid tumutuo na customer is always right. Lagi instances no na sayop gid ang customer. Yung mo nang mupailog na lang ang tag-iya sa tindahan or ang tindira tungod kay ni tatak mangguna no sa ato na una na customer is always right puno. Kung ako'y pangutan o di ko matuo, naagi na yung mga instances masayop gid ang customer. So muna usahay no, murag ka nang ilahan na lang sad na kanang pasumban ang kuan nga customer is always right kay murag magsalig na lang sad sila nga customer is always right so sayop na gid sila. So ana no, hopefully murag ka nang di lang siguro ako may naka-feel ana no. So ana ba.
Thank you, ma'am, for that thought.
Okay.
And I respect it. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's all for today's vlog. Hope you enjoy watching. Bye-bye.
Baju sulit ko ya.
Hi, Lars.
Nara, nanguli na sila. Igora na sila nga rin nagsamok-samok sa kuan, biwok ka. Kung na sila entertain, nung sa ko na pag ani ko no sa mais.
Baka di mo yan.